my beautifuls. So today we have a new package from Born Pretty. Are you excited? Because I am. Now, I did open the package, but I did not actually open what's inside. So I wanted to do that with you. So first of all, I want to mention how well these are packaged. I have only ever once had one arrive broken, and that was largely I think because the mail kind of abused it. So first off, we have some Born Pretty Rhinestone glue gel, and I believe this is new. I'm not sure if we'll get into this one today or if we will use it for another video, but we'll see depending on time constraints. So it says stick rhinestones, 3D sculpting, rub powder. So I'm going to have to look into all the uses for this, because I suspect you can use it for multiple things. And as always, we are going to, of course, struggle with the packaging. If y'all know, you know, packaging is just, I don't know what my problem is, but it just never comes out very easily for me. So yeah. And please excuse the dogs, and because they're fixing to start barking any minute now. And I am assuming these are going to be new products that are just coming out. So please bear with me, because I'm not exactly sure what we have here. So I just want to tell you that because the dogs were barking so much, I did have to redo some of the audio, so the background noise is not there. But for the most part, the original audio is there. Rain Lake, grape iced, and this is not the same as the other. The other one is just called grape, and this is a grape ice. It looks like most of these, mint soda. Ooh, I'm excited. It looks like a lot of these are named after either water or like sodas or drinks, so we will see. So first off, y'all know I have an issue with packaging, and I may want to go ahead and take the packaging off camera, but I just want you to see how secure these are packaged. I mean, like, I struggle to get these open. Let me know if you have a struggle getting the packaging off sometimes. Oh, there we go. I think we've got it. Maybe. Oh, yep. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and take the packaging off the rest of these, and I will be right back. Okay, so while I was struggling to get the shrink wrap off of these, I did notice one of the bottles had this little sticker on it, but it was on the outside packaging. So it says external use only, avoid contact with eyes, mouth, keep out of reach of children, not suitable for pregnancy and children. That's a new one I have not seen before. I like that. Stop using immediately if you have an allergic reaction. Shelf life of 3 years. So if you've ever questioned how long your gel polishes last with Born Pretty, 3 years after the date that you open them. So that is interesting. Now, I will say that I have had polishes that are much older than 3 years, and they were still perfectly fine. So that's just what their suggestion is. So you take it as you will. Another thing I do want to mention about Born Pretty. Now, when you look at the top that has the code for the particular polish and the polish name, I like that it has both. Because sometimes I look it up by the number, and sometimes I look it up by the name. But you can see on there that the lid has 2 tones on it. That means it's a cat eye. If it has just one color on the top, it's not a cat eye. So since these are all cat eyes, let's pull out our handy dandy Born Pretty magnets. Now I've got 2 magnets stuck together, and that's just how I roll, because I like my, it's easier for me to work with when they're a little longer. So first let's start with grape ice. And of course I'm going to show you the ingredients on the back, and this has been new on a couple of the newer bottles. It's got the actual manufacturing date. So this was manufactured in 2005, August 18th, and I think the BT is a batch number. So anyway, let's check this out. And of course, y'all, I already have my nails ready. I did do some shaping and filing. These were originally, what do you call it? Coffin tips, but I am running out of my almond tips, so I went ahead and did that. So if you want a video on how I do, ooh, look at that, on how I do shaping for on tips from one shape to another, let me know. Ooh, this, I don't know, can you see that? It's a very dark color, but it's got like a purple shift. I'm assuming this is probably going to be a brown with a purple shift, but let's check it out and see. Yep, it is a brown base, which is why they have soda names. And y'all bear with me. If you hear my heater in the background, y'all know that in the south we have been getting pelted by snow and ice the last couple of weeks, and today has been the warmest day that we've had in probably 2 or 3 weeks. So just bear with me if you can hear that. And let's see. Okay, so it's a brown base, and it's got like almost like an aurora shift to it. I don't know if you can see the shift on camera, but I'm going to do 2 coats of this so that maybe we can get a better look at that shift. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to go ahead and cure that, and then I will be back to do a second layer. Okay, so we zap that for 60 seconds. And so these are the 10 milliliter bottles. Now, I believe I saw on the website that they have the bigger 15 milliliter bottles of this, if I'm not mistaken. Price range, of course, with Born Pretty is usually quite affordable. So if you are interested in getting any of these gorgeous colors, or getting any other of Born Pretty's products, you can either get them on their website or on Amazon, and pretty affordable. Now, I will see if I can post a discount code. My discount code for 10% off any of the Born Pretty products. If I forget to post it, it will be in the description box. So this does have a purple hue to it. I don't know if you can see the purple hue. It is very subtle, and it's kind of like an aurora cat eye, in my opinion. And just a word of warning, I may have to switch over to doing a voiceover. I may not, it just depends on if my dogs start going crazy. So I'm trying to get the best little aura here so that it's easy for you to see, because this is a dark base color, and sometimes those dark base colors with the aurora are hard to get on camera. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to zap that for 60 seconds, and we will be on to the next nail. Okay, so I believe before I move on, I'm going to put on Warm Pretty top coat so that I don't, because, you know, these are sticky on the top. They have an inhibition layer, so I don't want the sticky to stick to me. Y'all, I am sorry. These dogs are a little crazy. And that is Archie giving the neighbors the what for and the how to, so please excuse that. Okay, so if you noticed, I kind of adjusted the light so maybe you can see the aura effect a little bit easier. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a very light aura purple shift. Okay, so let's move on to a Mint Soda MY126. And this is going to be another brown. Ooh, I can already see the green aura on this one. I don't know if you can see that, but I can definitely see that green aura. So let's, ooh, yes, I can see that. I'm definitely seeing mint, like a mint chocolate, maybe. I don't know. Definitely could be passes as soda, but this is kind of, to me, like a mint chocolate. And I am here for it. Of course, you know that I am all for that green. And I am just kind of, I'm not being real super careful, of course. I'm just going with it. So let's activate this. Oop, I gotta get it a little smoother. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and activate this. And, ooh, yeah, I can definitely see that green aura. Oh, yes. Can you see that? Wow. I am definitely seeing like a mint chocolate aura kind of going on here. And I am here for it, I'm telling you. Can you see that? Okay, let me zap that and I'll be right back. Okay, let's do a second layer. Now, one thing I will mention is if you've ever noticed, I've had some people ask me why I don't do lives. And y'all, it's because of the dogs. My dogs will hoot and holler at any given moment. Just never know when. There's no rhyme or reason to it. They hear a noise and they go after it. You know how chihuahuas are. And so anything that makes a noise between here and 500 miles away, they are going to bark at. Okay, so that's layer number 2. Ooh, 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 that green aura is so gorgeous. I love it. Okay, let me zap that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am going back and I'm going to close this up and we're going to do our top coat. You know, it's about time for me to get another bottle of top coat. Give me just a minute. Okay. Let's do this here top coat. Now, if you ever get gel polish on your skin, well, first of all, try not to get it on your skin. But second of all, clean it up with either acetone or alcohol before you cure. You don't want to cure gel polish on your skin. That's a no-no. So let me zap that and I'll be right back. Okay, so next one we have Guava Soda MY121. And let's see what kind of shift this has. Ooh, it looks like a goldish. Maybe like a rose gold, maybe? I don't know. But you know, I am seeing my girl Sick Tips, aka PJ. These, I think, would be right down her alley. Her favorite color is brown. So I think these, she would fall in love with these if she sees them. Now, my other brown girls, you will absolutely love these. These are gorgeous. I'm not a huge brown fan, but lately they've been growing on me. Same with pink. Pink is not my favorite, but it is definitely growing on me. Okay, I see a kind of like it's kind of looks like red on the bottle, but it looks like a rose gold to me, like a rose gold aura shift. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, let's zap it and be right back. All right, let's do a second layer, and then we'll move on to the next. Ooh, the second layer is really making it stand out, y'all. Really making it absolutely gorgeous. You know, these are like jelly-ish, although if you put more layers on them, they won't be quite as jelly-ish. Not quite as see-through. So let's put the lid on that. And why these are all quite similar, they are definitely different. Okay, let's zap that and on to the next. Okay, so let's top coat this one. Now, I think for time's sake, I am going to do the rhinestone glue in a separate video. That way I can spend a little more time playing with it, and I can do a little bit of research on it to see exactly what it is capable of doing before I get full hog and play with it. Okay, so on to the next. One thing I did want to show you that I noticed. This has the, all four of these have the little peekaboo window on it. This one doesn't. So this must be new. The manufacturing dates are different as well. This one was 2025 October 11th. And then this one was 2025 December 13th. And the batch numbers are different too. So I don't know if that's a new thing or if that's going to be just like a fluke. I don't know. But the bottles are different. Okay, so next up we have Arctic Blue MY241. I've been excited to see what this one is. Ooh. Ooh. And again, it's like an aura-ish kind of cat eye. And it's got like pink sparkle, and the aura is like a blue. So let's, ooh, look at that. Not at all what I expected. I expected it to be like a pink base with a blue hue, blue aura, but no. It's kind of got like a blue base with pink sparkle in it. Look at that. That is stunning. Not at all what I expected. And I mean not at all. I expected something completely different with this. Wow. Can you see that sparkle? That is amazing. And the aura, I'm going to shift the aura to ones. Wow. That is spectacular. Okay, so I kind of shifted the aura to one side so you can see the pink sparkle and then the aura on the other side. So let's zap that. Okay, so I have an idea for this one. I think this particular one would be like spectacular under black or over black. I don't know why. It's just giving me that feel that I would love to put black over the top of this, but I don't know because it's gorgeous just as is without anything under it, just like as a semi-clear nail. Wow. This. Wow. I am loving this one. Okay, so I'm going to close that up. We're going to zap that and top coat it. Alright, let's do the top coat. And y'all, the shiny top coat is absolutely amazing. It is so shiny and smooth. And it just goes on like a dream. Look at that. Look at that, will ya? Okay, zap it. And then on to the next. Okay, so for the last, but definitely not the least, we have Rhine Lake is MY376. And another one that I am very excited to see. Ooh, my girls that love blue are going to be in love with this. Can you see that? Mouth watering. Ooh. Ooh. And if y'all see the little crack on the side of my finger, my skin has been so cotton picking dry this winter that, like, literally my skin has been splitting. Not just on my fingers, but so please excuse that. Hopefully when this weather changes and it's not so dry, my skin will bounce back. It's just been suffering a little bit. Okay, wow, look at that. Wow, that is, they named this one perfectly. It's like a deep blue water vibe. This would be perfect for those water pool nails with that you drop the white onto them and it spreads out. Yeah, this would be perfect for that. So let me cure it and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's do number 2. And y'all, please quit barking. I'm having a bark fest today. My neighbors have been in their houses apparently for days because of this weather. And people are outside now, starting to move around. So the dogs are having a fit. And I do apologize for that, but that is largely why I do not do lives, is because of I never know when these dogs are going to break out in a bark fest. Oh, this is stunning. I can't get over that. Wow. Okay, so let's close that up and zap it. Okay, so now Wiley's going to whine, and let me know in the comments, do you like the new format of how I'm swatching these colors? Instead of using the swatch sticks, using my actual nails to do the swatches. Wally, really? Let me know in the comments which way you like the swatches, on the swatch sticks or on my actual nails. So I thought this would be fun to do it this way instead of using swatch sticks, seeing as how I'm trying to get rid of most of my swatch sticks. So let me zap it and I'll be right back, but leave that in the comments and let me know what you think. Okay, so let's close this up, and I'm definitely going to do the rhinestone glue gel in another video just because it's running so long. We're already at 23 minutes. So let's check these out. So we have the grape ice, and then we have the mint soda. It's kind of hard to see that green shift in the camera. But that's the mint soda. And then we have guava soda. Sorry, my phone's having an issue with these gorgeous colors. It's not wanting to focus quite right. So guava soda. And then the Arctic Blue. Wow. Y'all. This one. Ooh. Breathtaking. And then we have the Rhine Lake. And of course, I told you before, it has kind of a different bottle. Let me know which one is your favorite. And see if you can guess which one's mine. It might actually surprise you. And we will do the rhinestone glue gel in a design video and other videos. So make sure to check back to see what we got in store with these. Until then, bye-bye.